Hello everyone, this is Kitsu-Mei here, and today I apologize for the wait. I am trying to figure out something on YouTube. I am still not used to YouTube for multi-streaming, so give me just a second, and I can see edit title and description. I don't think that's what I want to do. I just wanted to make it so that people could see what I'm actually streaming, like the game. Do they let you do that on YouTube? Can you show what game you're streaming? And my phone is trying to pull up my wallet and pay for things, even though I don't have anything to pay for. Thank you, phone. Very helpful. Coordinating locations, allow embedding. Like I have the category, but there we go. Okay, there it is. There we go. Now I got it down correctly. Man, no wonder no one could ever find my stuff on YouTube. I'm surprised 2 people came across it at any given point. Anyhoodle, let me pull up the game. There we go. And feel free to tell me if my audio isn't balanced or there's any issues with that. Let me go back to Twitch on here. Okay, cool. My connection's unstable. Sounds about right. Perfect. Okay. At the very least, my pre-rolls are off, so that's good. Alright, now let's get rid of the starting screen. Heyo! It's been a while. I missed you all very much. I've been trying to finish my college degree in clinical mental health counseling. So now I am going to... I need to get more hours, and one way I was told I can do that is by streaming mental health related topics and answering mental health related questions in a community. I have a pretty cool community, and I know a lot of you have an interest in mental health, so I'd like to open that up to you. If you guys have any mental health related questions, let me know, and I will do my best to answer them. If I cannot answer them, I will say that, and then we can go search for the answer together. Let's see if I can add some text related to this. Oh, on my screen, power sim is flashing. That's interesting. If I can type. There we go. I apparently still can't type because it deleted the wrong thing. Bleh. Cool. Now I have that. We need to fix the color. How about that? Okay. Dear Lord, that is massive. I don't need it that big. Still don't need it that big. Oh, ah. If I had planned this a little sooner, this was kind of a last minute thing that I didn't realize I would need because a lot of appointments got canceled last week. So if I had known about this a little sooner, I might have made like a little fancy sign at the bottom that like scrolled or whatever. But this'll have to do. It's more me anyway. Last minute. not planned well. You know how that goes. Alright. To work. Calm down, Power Wash Simulator. Alright. So, I was in the campaign, and I was about here last time I played. Not like there's a huge storyline to be following. Okay. Says F to pick up equipment. Gotta grab this little step stool here. Cute. Is it F to set it down, too, or...? There we go. This is like real life. Need a step stool for everything. Oh, I see what's going on here. My screen is a little bigger than the game would like, so it's doing a weird jumpy thing. And I can't see everything related to it. Let's see if I can change the aspect ratio real quick. Because that would be full screen for me, and I don't need it that big. That's a little better. I know you can't see all of it, but I didn't think that would be too necessary. Unless I'm wrong and you want to see all of it, you guys can just let me know. And if no one's here? Oh, hi Kirkwood, nice to see you. And yes, things have been going well. Is the audio okay? Want to make sure I'm not, like, blasting your eardrums with lo-fi. Things have been going well. I'm trying to get that degree. Get that bag. Do adulting things. So, yeah. How have you been? I've missed you all. It's been a while. I'm very excited to get back into the streaming thing. Alright, let's pick a 15-degree nozzle. I like its cleaning power more. Yeah, that's satisfying. The sky has decided to do some power washing today. Where I live. It has been quite the stormies. So if the feed ever cuts out, and you'll know that it's a power outage. Hey Spud, thanks for joining in. I'm glad. Are the taxes over with now? Have you overcome the taxes? Or are you still fighting that demon? I'd love to see a biblically accurate demon that's just taxes. Oh wait, that might just be the IRS. Nah, those are people. Right? Oh, good luck with that. Would that be here or at your parents' house? I feel like your mom would have kept track of that. Your mom keeps track of many documents. Only the uber mega rich. Yeah. Or the extremely poor. That's odd that it wouldn't be in your files. Can you request it again? Like, can you request it from the place you worked at? Okay, that's what I thought. Wait a minute, this is a mental health related stream, not a taxes related stream. I don't know jack about taxes. I'm not an accountant or whatever job field does taxes. Is tax season depression a thing? I could say that usually during tax season, seasonal depression might have an onset depending on the weather. Mostly, though, it's just doing things that you do not want to do and watching number go down, which is never something people like. Being overwhelmed is also a part of it. Something that you're not used to or familiar with. One second. I want to make sure I have multi-chat visible so that if anyone comments from YouTube, though I don't expect anyone to be from YouTube, they at least can... I can see them and respond to them. Oh, cool. It is gonna... Nope, it's not gonna let me stand there. Thought it might. I could just go in there. Floors. So, Kirkwood, how have you been? What have you been up to while I was lost in the college graduate void? Making sure I can see everyone. Also, depression can have an onset due, or like depressive symptoms can have an onset due to financial struggles that go inside with taxes. But no, I don't think tax season depression in of itself is a thing. Who knows? Maybe we can get it in the DSM-6. We could try. Well, that was satisfying. Ding ding. I love Power Wash Simulator. I feel powerful with my power washer. Destroy the grime. I'm going to fight a volcano, and I'm going to win. That's a lot of pages. Do you also have, like, multiple states worth of taxes to deal with? Most people only have one. Because every state has different tax laws. But yeah, basically I was told, hey, you're a counselor, so if you stream and do community mental health AMAs or something like that, that can count toward your direct hours. And I need direct hours. Hence why I now have an entire week of streaming planned. So look forward to that. Streaming cozy games, calming games, playing some lo-fi in the background sometimes. see the grime. An entire week charmed, yeah. Internet spotty at the new place. Aw, I'm sorry to hear that. But yeah, an entire week. You're gonna be sick of me by the end of it, I promise. And if you're not, man, I'm so happy. Usually people get sick of me after a day or two. I get sick of me after a day or two. And I am me. Whee! You have it. Yeah, I don't know. You're weird. That is if I can make an entire week. That's if I can make an entire week of your streams. That's fair. That's fair. They're not always at the same time. I'm probably going to be posting a schedule on my main Twitch page. I've been putting it in different Twitch server promos, but let me pull that up really quick just so I can let you know. These will all be CST related, so I don't know conversion-wise where that would be for you, Kirkwood, but today I should be going till about 4. Tuesday I should be starting at 4. Wednesday I'm starting at 6. These are all PM CST. Thursday I'm starting at 7 PM CST, and Friday I am starting at 6 PM CST. So all throughout the week, a little bit of different times. You're on GMT? Okay. Here, hold on 1 second. I think I can do this. So this is going to be in CST, so feel free to convert it, but, because I don't have a converter pulled up right now, but 4 PM, 6. There you go. And that's the start times for them. Have no idea when I'm gonna end, except for a couple of the days where I have appointments. Fine, I'll hydrate. I didn't know that they counted streaks, but congratulations on your 3-stream streak, Kirkwood. That's funny. Upping the price of Hydra. It was only by 50 points. Calm down. You have a subscription. You get double points anyway. Well, maybe you should stay on my streams longer then. I know you do, but I don't know if you accrue points if you're not actively engaging. I'm not sure for that. Do you know? Because I think the streaks thing is recent. Can I increase the rate at which people earn those, or can I only lower the price? The only reason I'm doing it for Hydrate is because I know you people. You spam that shit. I don't trust. Also, you only have 710. That's like at least 6 Hydrate redeems. You'll be fine. To be fair, I don't really know the ins and outs of Twitch prices. I do know that I made certain things very expensive on purpose to save up for if people choose to do that instead of spamming Hydrate all the time. We can work on my pricing economy whenever you get back and I'm not on stream. Stretch should be cheapened on a longer timer on IMO. Okay, again, we can talk about this when we get back. You could have talked about this with me at any point before I went live, you know. I lived with you. You know why it is. Yeah, Kirkwood gets it. Because some people like to abuse it. That sounds like a skill issue, Spud. Clean roof. Okay, I think I'm gonna just grab the ladder for that one. Because the angle of spraying is weird. Wee. Heck yeah, roofing. What do you think of the game I got you? I think it is a good idea for the coziness, and I will definitely try it out. I have like 6 games I haven't played before that I'm wanting to do for this cozy stream marathon. But I am sorry, I saw a notification about ads and pre-rolls. I apologize. There's going to be an ad in like 4 minutes, or I'll probably just run one now, super quick for 1 minute, just because I don't want the pre-rolls. Although some Snader snorting isn't bad from time to time. That's true. And I will do some Snader snorting. Oh, snotterboard snorting. I'm not having a stroke, I swear. Snotter snorting. Alright, I'm gonna run an ad super quick. I'm not gonna do anything interesting. But I want to turn the pre-rolls off. Alright, is everyone back? Wait, we good? Bame's John having a strong. K-Mitsu also has stroke sometime when reading. Especially whenever I play Snail Sim. I at least accidentally slip in a few SN words instead of usual language for at least a solid few days. Wait. Snit. It's spreading! I would also like an ambulance run by Snoms. That's also a good alternative to that. Also, I apologize for that voice crack right there. Damn, that was a bad one. Damn, it just be spreading like that. That it's new. But that definitely is going to be one of the games I play this week. I'm going to have to see which one of those times more people are available. See what times the snail chat is active. See what snadventures there are. There's supposed to be a snail party that was on the 25th. Missed that one, unfortunately. I have an idea. I don't know if it's a good idea, but I do have one. Snail snarty. Snorect. Wait, that one didn't sound good. Scratch that. Don't clip that. Indeed. Snail. With massive eyes. Don't worry about it, Spud. You heard nothing you've heard nothing, it's important. Snower snatched snail. Snindeed, snindeed. Snower snoshed? Snoshed. I have no idea why you would get modded for that. It's probably an auto mod thing. I didn't set up the auto mod with anything other than a few particular words that are inappropriate that I know someone in particular when high would have said, but everything else is usually auto modded. Spud can turn the auto mod off in terms of like, or at least turn that instance of auto mod off if it's not an issue. If he's near his PC. I had to wash my ladder, you know. Wee. I wonder what we look like under the suit. Has anyone ever wondered that in this game? Like, do we have a face? I feel like that wasn't enough of it clean to have checked that off the list, but you know... I'm trying to west. Can I west? There we go. How did I miss that jump? Why didn't it let me jump? Is the better question, actually. The Snotto mod. The Snotto mod has come to haunt us. But yeah, I just want to leave it open to anyone watching. If you have a mental health related question, you are welcome to throw it out there. Even if it's just something like, what is mental health? I have no idea what that is. That is a foreign concept to me. Or, why does the brain do this weird thing that it does? And I could throw some fun facts out there for free. For example, not the Snotto mod. The Snotto Snod. It has come for us. But yeah, fun mental health thing is, because we are social creatures, we tend to quickly absorb accents of other people and other locale and adjust our speech to that. Which is funny, especially with the SN thing spreading. That is a mental function of us being a social creature as to why that spreads so swiftly. Also, I promise you, I wasn't lying about the cover of that song. It's a work in progress. I think I see a spot of dirt on the soccer ball. It's definitely not me just playing soccer with a power washer. I should probably get back to my job, huh? Uh-oh, that doesn't bode well for me having just moved to Ireland, then. Yeah, I have some bad news for you, buddy. Good luck. Hope you enjoy sounding a bit Irish. the weirdest part is you're not gonna, like, fully turn, like, your accent isn't gonna fully turn Irish. It's gonna be a weird mix of whatever your initial accent is and an Irish accent. It's gonna evolve to match the environment. Where? Side platform. Is that it? Large bridge slats. Like this one? Well, which one are we talking here? So it's gonna be a weird Aussie-Irish mix. Yes. And also, I can't wait to hear that. That is going to be, like, a one-of-a-kind. You will not have anyone matching that. Anyone else see what it's talking about as to what I need to clean? You can only watch in 160p. It's all good. That's not your fault. Okay, so it's just one of the slats on the bridge that needs to be cleaned. And one thing of the slide platform. So the slide platform makes sense. That's gonna be next connected to the slide here. Goes. There's that one. And then the large bridge slats. My guess is these? One of these isn't clean? Alright, which one of you looks mildly dirty? Which one of you is the Dirty Dan? A spot of dirt, I see. Nope, just imagining it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. OMW might be a petrol station chain, but usually it just means on my way back, which would also make sense as to why they called it that. There we go. I just got jump scared by the money sound. I don't know if there's any OMWs in the US, though. Whee! Well, I did it. I cleaned a dinosaur. I cleaned this whole park. Look at that. Man, imagine being jump scared by money, whack. I mean, to be fair, I'm sure people that win the lottery feel that way. I was just jump scared by the noise the money made. Good job on the playground, Dirt Finder. Looking at it now, I'll admit, there might have been an odd fleck of dirt here and there. There aren't just so many colors, or there are just so many colors in this world. Too many, perhaps. Anyway, you got the bleeding worry warts off my back, and for that I cannot thank you enough. There may have been an odd fleck of dirt here or there. Man, it was coated in dirt. Dirt Finder sounds bad, TBH. Yeah, that it does not. That sounds like a slur. Alright, where do we go next, folks? The bungalow, the golf cart, Or the detached house. Golf cart. I need you to clean my golf cart. My sorry golf cart. You might have heard about my poor cat Ulysses going missing. We're all frantic with worry. With the ceremony just around the corner, I swear I saw him go to the golf course frolicking on the lily pads in the lake by the 13th, par 3, but I always get a birdie. By the time I realized it, it was just a boisterous carp, it was too late. Slammed on the brakes and went tumbling down the slope head over tail. Of course the cat is called Ulysses. It is an odyssey going after him. Don't worry. Docs have been giving me the all clear, so that they've never seen anyone recover from such a minor incident in so little time. But the cart needs a hose down. Hose down. Okay. Brain. I'm gonna shut up and just clean the golf cart now. Speedruns of this game have to be wild. I know, so uncouth and dirty language for literally cleaning something. How could I? How dareth I use such offensive language? Deserves a snot or snorting. Snot or snorting? Waterboarding. As punishment for the bad language. I should have figured. Hydrate achieved. Oh, Ayo moment. Okay. Snot or snorting. The delay in the redemption was funny, though. Because it didn't line up quite yet. It's okay. It got there eventually. I was snotterboarded successfully. Oh, God. Kirk. What have you done to me and my language today? I can't speak without the SNs now. Snow! I'm gonna sound like an idiot whenever I do actual questions related to mental health. Which isn't, like, any different from how I sound on an average day, but, you know. I want to pick up the step ladder, but I could also just... Boink. Stay! Snow stairs complete. Snow snare complete. Snow snare. Snow complete. He looks horrified. Look at this scrim. Alright, a bit too much snarling today. Much snarling? Snow! I'd never. I'd never. Procrastinate? Me? Nah. Must be thinking of someone else. I definitely don't have 2 assignments I still need to turn in. But I am technically doing one of my assignments, so you know, I'm doing my job. No one ever thinks about the wheels or the tires. In third-person view, I'm pretty sure I'm just army crawling across the ground to do this. Tire smells are important. Indeed. I mean, the tire wells are important. Correct. There we go. The chassis is clean. Chassis. Yay! We did it! We cleaned the golf cart. Beautiful. Look at the golf cart now. It's almost like a whole thing never happened. The whole thing never happened. You're a genius, Dirt Finder. Much obliged. Putting Dirt Finder and genius... Oh, hi, Davy Divinity. Thanks for joining in and thanks for raiding. Hey, guys. Welcome in. Hope you guys have fun. Right now, we're just playing some cozy games and, I'm doing AMA on mental health related topics as I finish my degree in counseling. This is my first raid. I've been on here for over a year and this is my first raid. This is crazy. Hello! Thanks for joining in, Davey. I appreciate it. And thank you for being my first ever raid. Gosh, I'm getting choked up. This is new. Well, welcome in, everyone. Just playing some... Bleh, I can speak. Just playing some Power Wash Simulator today. While listening to some lo-fi. And chilling and asking questions. I hope you guys enjoy your stay. Yeah! Sure, I can answer a more medically based question potentially. Depends on if it's mental medical, but yeah, I can answer something. Go for it. Hey Doc, you know I mentioned my folks. Well, I think it's time their bungalow met your pressure washer. It's so filthy, it's hard to tell where the ground ends and the house begins. When I mentioned you to Ma, her eyes lit up, Pop moaned and said the browner the porch, the warmer the torch. Which clearly means nothing. He's overruled. If you can get this place a good clean, I'm sure it'd give them both a lift. Thanks again, Cal. Sure thing, Cal. What's your opinion on tea tree oil as a disinfectant? It's definitely not a mental health question, but I think it depends, first and foremost, do you have pets? Because tea tree oil can be toxic to animals. Secondly, I don't know about the physical effects if it is antimicrobial. However, it is used in a lot of things. The only thing I know particularly that it's been used for is putting fish down, which is sad, but if they had to, like, cull fish, they use that sometimes. Happy to do a search, though. Let's see. Melaleuca alternifolia essential oil, also named tea tree oil, is recognized as a potential effective and safe neutral disinfectant agent. Let's see. Molecules. There you are. But from the looks of it, it does work as a disinfectant. You're fine. The internet cut out. I'm so sorry. To answer that question, that article answers it. It seems that, yes, it is proven to be a good disinfectant, but you have to be careful because I know that animals are not animals, depending on if you have any pets, it can be toxic to them. But that link should give you more detailed information, as it is not my forte. I know I, in my house personally, wouldn't use it, but that's because we have Freya, and Freya likes to get into anything and everything she shouldn't. Just curious about my opinion? Yeah. I mean, it looks like it's a perfectly viable option. I just wouldn't because of, animals in the household. But if you don't have any pets, I don't see an issue with it. And if you do, just keep them away from it. Probably leave your house smelling nice, too. I'm also not sure if it mixes with any other compounds, but most people shouldn't be mixing, your family used to even with pets around. It's okay, not every pet is Freya. I only say this because I've grown up with cats my whole life, and cats have a tendency to get into everything they should not. Especially if they're spoiled cats like Freya is. Because anything you are into or interested in, she is also interested in. Oh, you mean wound disinfectant. Okay. We're talking wound disinfectant. Wow, 16 people. That's what I said. Got raided. My very first raid ever. It's so special, and I'm so happy about it. For wound disinfectant. I don't know, because recently I was told that, like, things that I've been told my whole life with, like, iodine and hydrogen peroxide you shouldn't, put into wounds directly. And that's the information I grew up with, so I'm not exactly sure. I know alcohol's the standard one for wound care. Let's see. Apparently, if you put too much into an open wound, it can be toxic, but usually people aren't putting it in massive amounts into large gaping wounds. But, the only reason I know about that is my gecko had some stuck shed and it caused some bleeding on her toes. And when I was looking up information on what to treat it with or what to disinfect it with, it stated that iodine wasn't the best for people or for animals in terms of disinfecting things, wound wise. Ah! There it is. There's the game. More wee-woos? I'm not hearing more sirens. Why? There's a tornado watch, but there's not a tornado. There's not a tornado siren. Your window is open, I hear him. Are you sure that's not the cars? Well, Kirkwood, you wouldn't hear that. I don't... The sirens aren't really loud around here, but we live in a place that gets a lot of storms that like to turn into things like tornado. Thank you so much, Davey. I appreciate it. Absolutely. Go get some sleep. I hope you guys had a great stream over on your channel. And thank you for following. I appreciate it. You have a wonderful rest of your day. Feel free to stop by if you ever happen to be on while I am. And that goes for any of you watching. Doesn't look too bad outside right now, so I'm going to choose to ignore that siren. Maybe they just accidentally played it again, and if the sky starts turning green again, I will go to the basement and stream a little early. But right now, I am not, eager to try and stuff the cat in the carrier again. No problem, Kirkwood. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate it. It's always nice having you around. Are you a furry, or is it just your VTuber? What are you talking about? I'm a perfectly normal human. Definitely just a normal person. These are just accessories. Definitely just hair clips. I like foxes. They're cool looking. Yep, definitely a normal person. Definitely not trying to bamboozle anyone. I failed to see. I did just drink water. I did what you asked. I'm sorry, do you need water noises for proof? Hold on. Little ASMR here. There we go. Chibi's never gonna get his time in the light, is he? It's always Freya that's there. Alright, here's your cat. Sample that? Those ones? Also, the real table, if you think it is interesting, feel free to look up Japanese folklore on a kitsune. That might answer your question. I'm sure that's what the same character on Overwatch is based on. But yeah, no, definitely not one of those. Definitely a totally normal human doing normal human things. And the things behind me, that's just my chair. My chair is fluffy. Power washing. The soothing sounds of high pressure water against different surfaces. What do you guys want me to draw in the dirt? Oh, I've been touched. I have been poked by a Patrick. But yeah, next person suggest a, you did in fact poke me. I do not know how to absorb this information, but I have in fact been poked. Alright, next person to suggest me to draw something, I will do my best to draw it in the power wash and dirt. I knew that was coming. Sure, we'll get that one out of the way. I think it leans a little to the left, but I think that's a pretty good one. A power washer in its own right. I'll avoid cleaning that one away for a while. It is a work of art. Do you know that, like, even back as far as Pompeii, people found, like, graffiti of people drawing penises on the walls? Even the ancient Greeks. It truly will always be one of the OG memes. I wouldn't be surprised if one of the first thing cavemen drew on walls, other than warnings to their brethren about the crazy animals that live near there and could kill them, would be a penis. To all of you who have stayed from the raid, I really appreciate you. Thank you for that. I hope you're finding this fun and entertaining, or a little relaxing. Either way. Or if you're sleeping, I hope I don't wake you up and you can just have this as background noise to your lovely dreams. The first person to Georgia must have died. Entirely. Well, I mean, I don't think they're still alive now, so probably. That'd be a long time ago. And if we still have humans alive from that era, I've been doing something wrong with my health. And my health isn't too bad. My body is an inconvenience. But it's not completely dysfunctional. Ooh, these windows are gross. Also, Spud, are you sure those were sirens and not your PC trying to run? That kind of sounds like distant tornado sirens. Tornadoes, yummy. Exactly. My favorite, vegetable. Fruit? Weather phenomena. So, I've heard of storm chasers, but are you a storm eater? That was a satisfying little success noise now, wasn't it? If I had to choose any career path, aside from being a counselor, at this point in time, it would be a video game audio designer. Because the stuff that they do to get those little satisfying dings and clicks and horrifying horror monster noises, it's so much fun. You just get a random room full of junk and you just have to try and make the strangest noises possible. It sounds like a dream job of just clicking things together until you find something that works, and then pitching it up and down or adjusting the audio. How to make something sound unsettling, make it sound human, but also not human, just different things like that. It's so cool. Trying to get just the right sound to elicit dopamine or a sense of accomplishment. You're a table. That's true. Are you a table that eats storms? Or weather phenomena? Yes. Very good. I've heard of your kind, but this is my first time truly understanding and meeting one who consumes the storms. I do have a fun story about tornadoes and furniture, though. When I was younger, we had a tornado hit our house, and a tree fell on our house. We had to replace all of the roof, all of the siding, all of the things that got damaged by the storm. But there was one thing that remained untouched and perfectly fine because of the way that the tree was positioned. Our lawn furniture. There's nothing wrong with it. The fallen tree had protected the lawn furniture. Ruined our house, but it did save the lawn furniture. You have to find silver linings when stuff like that happens. And that was probably the funniest bit out of all of that storm. It's like, thanks, tree. Ruined the most expensive part, but appreciate that you saved the furniture for us. Exactly, what would we have done without our lawn furniture? Screw electricity. We don't need that, but our lawn furniture? Couldn't go without it. Have you played Power Wash Sim before, table? Hopefully soon I will get to clean a table, and maybe I can even draw a penis on it. Yes, yeah, it's a good game. Whenever I'm super stressed out, this is one of my go-tos, because you don't need a lot of skill, and you can still feel like you have accomplished something. I mean, I can, in your honor. You seem to like penises, and you are a table. Or at least you like the image of a penis. As much of humanity has, historically. I think, however, this is just a house in this level. I don't think we have any tables to wash, unless... Oh, hey, the soccer ball's back. Whee! Hello, Spooter Slime! Welcome in! I'm definitely doing what I said I would in answering mental health related questions and not playing on Power Wash Simulator while also juggling a soccer ball. Or drawing penises on the house. Definitely not. Are you mentally healthy? I like to say for the most part I am. Make a snail? Understood. The assignment's been understood. Hey look, paw prints. I would say that overall I'm pretty good right now in terms of mental health. I'm a little overwhelmed with school, but that's a pretty normative experience. But yeah, I mean, I have different mental health conditions, but I've been working on getting those treated for a long time, or working with them rather than punishing myself for them. And yeah, things have been going pretty well in that regard. Now, am I mentally healthy of every second of every day? No, no one is. But I like to say I found a good balance overall. And now that I'm graduating, I'm gonna have a lot more time to reach that balance rather than overstressing. Is this a satisfactory snail, Spud? Side note, if you guys want any different noises, like white noise type things for the music that's playing in the background, I can definitely add those. I basically have something called spiritcitylofi sessions, which is just kind of like a cozy app to help you organize things, but also it has lo-fi music, and you can adjust the different noises that play. Right now I have a little bit of soothing breeze and light rain playing, mixed in with the audio. No, I cannot add a man screaming for 3 minutes. That's not relaxing. I can do cats purring, though. It soothes me. You know what? I can't do that, but I can do something that's kind of like that. That's as high as the volume goes for ambient chatter. No. No, I'm not doing that bit today. This is supposed to be a cozy and relaxing stream. I am 99% sure some of the people that are here from Davy's stream are sleeping. We are not doing that to them. I'm not doing that to my first ever raiders. That would be cruel and unusual. Maybe another stream. One that's not labeled cozy and AMA. If you gifted 100 subs, would you scream? Yes, but don't waste your money on that, is my suggestion. Look, I'm not above being a sellout. I'm not gonna do it for no reason. But I'm not above selling out. I don't even think I've had 100 people watch me total. I don't even know if there's 100 people you could gift subs to. There we go. What mentally unhealthy things does your brain have? Well, if I had to go by, like, diagnostic disorders, I've been diagnosed with ADHD, depression, anxiety, and unofficially diagnosed with ASD due to me getting the same accommodations with ADHD as I would with autism and the stigma behind autism. Because whenever you do a diagnosis, you have to make sure that it's not going to cause more harm than good to the person you are diagnosing. Oh yeah, no, I have the whole roster, absolutely. That's one of the reasons I became a mental health professional, is to help other people manage things. Because if I've already done it, might as well use that knowledge to help other people, right? Make their journey a little easier. Oh, hey, soccer ball. Whee! But yeah, I became a counselor, first of all, because someone told me, well, you could really help me by giving me 50K. Sorry, I don't do financial stuff. Look, you ain't making a lot of money as a counselor, and I sure as heck don't make very much money streaming. I don't even think I've made 50 yet. Damn, that almost never works. I have to wonder why. Maybe because a lot of people don't even have 50K straight up to give. Be nice if you could, though. Look, if I had that much money to give, I probably would. Probably to an actual charity, though, not just to random people. That or I'd use that money to build, like, a cat shelter or something. Or pay a bunch of artists online to do original art. Fund the creative economy. You'd buy a fursuit, not gonna lie? That'd be cool. I wanted to, like... So there are two stems to this. I used to be a school mascot, and our school mascot was a St. Bernard. I was the shortest one on the team, so I had to have the shorter mascot suit. I will tell you, by living in one of those, holy crud, it gets so hot. If it's like 90 degrees outside, it's like 120 degrees in the suit. It is a journey. Was it worth it? Absolutely. Super fun. And got some scholarships payments for it. Now, when when buying a custom one myself, I'd almost probably make it myself if I ever decided to do something like that. Just because it's cheaper, and also I can get the details exactly how I want it. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure it goes... They get real expensive. The people that you meet seem really nice. Are you talking about when you wear fursuits, or the people for mascotting? Either way, you are absolutely correct. I've met a lot of people in the furry community that are awesome. I enjoy hanging out with them greatly. I have nothing against people in the community. If anything, I am friends with a great number of them. And I definitely support... In the furry fandom? Yeah, I have a lot of friends in the furry fandom, and I definitely support expressing yourself however you feel comfortable. As long as you remain appropriate in public, that's all. But that's the same for any fandom, honestly. Unlike the Pokemon card scalpers that have been going around making a freaking mockery of people who enjoy the hobby of collecting cards. But yeah, I have a friend that was really into the furry community. She made me my own persona. And she was making her own fursuit with, like, model foam from, and, like, slowly sewing the fabric itself for the suit. It was really cool. That person isn't actually rich. They just happen to have a lot of craft supplies and be really, really artistic. You either have to be really artistic, or you have to be really creative, and come up with creative solutions, or you have to have a lot of money. No in between. So, I know right now you're a table, but do you have a specific persona as your table? You literally got into it yesterday? I mean, it's a fun hobby with a lot of fun people. Right now you have a furniture sona. I wonder if it ever became a fursona, what animal you would use to represent yourself. And some people have, like, the same character, but different animal forms for it. Like, for example, the one my friend made me, she's drawn me as both a wolf and a cat. Well, I can't really wear a table. Not with that attitude. If you have enough duct tape, anything's possible. Another way to become a table is do the tabletop exercise, wherever you're like, you have your hands and your legs and you're just positioned in a way that makes you look like a human table. Takes a little bit of flexibility, though. Ma keeps messaging me. They're getting really excited with how it's looking. Sounds like it's going great. Awesome. You feel like furry conventions always happen in the US? Well, the interesting thing about that is you can pretty much have any type of convention, and a lot of the times, as long as it's not like a professional job fair one, furries will show up, whether it be LGBTQIA conventions, anime conventions. A lot of people just dress as their fursona because that's their character. I've dressed as my character before, or my avatar, so to speak. But that was for a Halloween costume. I think it's just conventions in of themselves are more common in America and convention centers to set that kind of stuff up. Can't say for sure, though. But yeah, I don't usually hear about conventions across the pond or in other countries. So, what made you decide table of all things? I'm curious. For context, for anyone watching the VOD, the username of this person is the real table. Ah, your friend is a chair. That makes sense. You guys came as a set. I can think of a lot of really funny sub-accounts you could make, like lawn table as like a second account or an alternative account, and then like hockey, air hockey table being the sports bro or jock version of table. The multi-personality table. Multifunctional? That doesn't sound like a real good friend, and they're wrong. I think it's very creative and very, very endearing. Oh, and Spooter Slime got the kit mode. Thanks for using that. It's nice to see. I like to think he wasn't smart enough to come up with the duo. That's fair. Probably not. Probably too lonely in order to come up with a combo name. One of the requirements of having something creative and cutesy as a combo requires you to actually have good enough relations with someone to have a duo with. To be fair, I can't speak too much. My partner is a potato, and I'm just a perfectly normal human being. I do like to eat his avatar, though. It is funny to reach over and just kind of like chomp on his avatar. Yep, I'm engaged. I have a fiance. Since we're not married yet, though, I just call him partner. You might have seen him earlier. He's the Spud Russet. I think he disappeared into the ether at some point. There we go. Window clean. Oh, he does exist. He's here. They do make very nice fries. Very tasty. Would a potato classify as a vegetable sona, a starch sona, a root sona? Sorry if chopping up your partner and deep frying him until he's golden brown is offensive. I take no offense to it. I don't know if it's considered cannibalism when he eats french fries, but he has eaten them. So, completely valid. But yeah, just to add to the topic of I am technically presenting on mental health, to meet my mental health related conversation quota. Which I don't know if there is one, but I feel like I should have one. Anyway. playing games like this is good. Oh, was it easy finding your partner, or was he deep in the ground? Well, you see, I met him before he was planted. Back when he was dug up for high school, and we happened to go to the same high school. As for why a potato was attending high school, that's a really good question. I think he was part of the cafeteria lunches that no one ate. There we go. Rotate. Well, before he was planted, that's a bit early for me. To be fair, I was also young. This was both before we started our growing journey, so to speak. But then we broke up when I moved on to college. And then we got back together, I think sometime in 2020. We've been stuck with each other for a while. I wouldn't have it any other way. I've made it snacky. Sneaky snock. Very snake. Oh yeah, I was gonna say mental health related things, that's right. Having something that you do to relax specifically is always a good idea. So have something like, for me, Power Wash Sim that you can kind of just do mindlessly to take your mind off of other things that might be stressing you out. That doesn't mean completely ignore your responsibilities and fall into escapism. But it's okay to have hobbies outside of work and not to be expected to work 24/7. Or do school 24/7, or whatever it is that isn't easy or fun or enjoyable. Is your partner potato divergent as well? Yes, he is in fact potato divergent as well. Imagine having two ADHD people in a relationship in a household. Things are not always the neatest around here, but we make it work. Yeah, no, I'm the only one bringing the autistic tendencies into this relationship. But we both definitely have the ADHD. It's real funny when we're in the middle of a conversation, we both just completely forget what the other person was, what we were talking about. Oh, now I hear the sirens. Did they stop and start again? Can you look at the chart and see? Okay, we're good for now. Sorry, the tornado sirens are going off. Do you live in the same plot of dirt? We do, in fact, live in the same plot of dirt. Or do we live in the luxury of cow shit? I wouldn't say we are quite to the quality of cow shit-ery, but we live in a dirt plot. Gives us what we need. A tornado warning has been issued until 6:15 p.m. They're expecting a warning for that long? That was 3 hours ago. I'd like to know why the sirens are really loud right now. I'd like to know if it's a watch or a warning. Okay, they just had a bit warning come up. Let's take a look. Oh, quarter-sized hail. How fun that'll be. So 6 miles northeast of us. I'm really glad we don't live in a mobile home. Ooh, I have geometry dash, actually. Spud finds Geometry Dash stressful. I haven't played it yet, but I do have it paid for and downloaded. I think the reason it isn't soothing for Spud is because it's a skill issue for him. So Spud, did you look at the radar? Do I need to go stuff the cat in the carrier? My friend bought it for me and it's been different since. I'm glad you found something that helps with it. Yeah, it's a good game for, especially if you enjoy movable platformers like that. We are fine for now? Okay. Good to know that we're not going to get blown away anytime soon. Please do keep an eye on it. I don't want to re-traumatize our cat, but I will if I have to. At least you're here now to actually lift the mattress should we have to grab her from under there. Emergency situations, not fun. Stupid big wind funnels. Big noisy wind funnels. Apparently my friend is playing Cash Cleaner Simulator. I have a few questions. Maybe they saw me playing Power Wash and were like, oh, that's a good idea, I'm gonna go clean money. What does that mean? Like, what is the context? I want to see if my client even wants me to come to tutoring today, or if she wants to cancel due to weather. By mental different, I mean the electrodynamics can go fuck itself. The same with toe 2. I'm supposing those are incredibly difficult levels. Oh, so do you mean mentally different in a bad way? Because you should definitely do. You shouldn't probably make yourself feel worse if you're already having a rough mental health day. But to each their own. Yeah. Clean. The other ones that I have saved up right now are Ship Ink, Cozy Organizer, Tiny Sticker Tail, Potion Craft, Strange Horticulture, Cozy Grove, Baba Is You. Well, I get on Geometry Dash thinking, oh yeah, I'm gonna have fun. That was the first mistake. The second mistake was not quitting before starting a level. I see, so it sounds like a good idea at the time, but then you do it and you're like, and then you feel like crap afterward. I just messaged the parent of my tutoring student saying, hey, do you want to cancel today due to the weather? Meanwhile, all of a sudden, it's now just completely sunny. I'm so confused by the weather here. What about the easy shipping game? I also have that one in the list. I'm just talking about the ones that are on my screen right now. Alright, they're gonna cancel because another storm's supposed to be coming through later. Cool. Well, that's one thing done today. And I just gotta get some of my progress notes done and turned in. Should probably eat food. Forgot to do that. But I have been staying hydrated, which is not something I can always say. Every time I get mildly dehydrated, Spud's like, hey, you should stream. At first I think it's because he actually wants to watch me stream. And then I realize it's because he wants me to get rehydrated because everyone's going to spam the hydrate button. I'm on to you. I also have a Critter Cafe. I have a game called Bugtopia. I have Toem. Doronko, where you're a Pomeranian causing chaos. I also have Cat Lateral Damage, where you're a cat causing chaos. Oh, and for the earlier question, I would like a fox because long snout. Foxes are cool. I like foxes too. I also like the long snoots. Will say, never ever would want one as a pet. Ever. I know one guy that rescued a couple foxes that has one, and it apparently just sometimes he'll pee in his coffee. Imagine drinking coffee in the morning, then you're like, oh, yep, nope, he marked that. Yeah, I don't think that matches my energy. No, foxes are very energetic and hyperactive. If you're gonna end up with one of those, first of all, have a permit, and secondly, know what you're getting into. We have our handful enough with our cats. Or our cat. Eventually cats, but for now, cat. Cats. Cats are probably the most... There is literally a novel that's just... Or a book that's called, All Cats Have Autism. No, except cats. Well... Foxes are kind of like cat hardware... Or cat software with dog hardware. Ferrets. Though I think they're a little bit more ADHD. What other animals can I think of? I'm pretty sure most people see us as a platypus, just because we confuse them. Because they don't take time to understand us. You need a snoot. An autistic animal with a snoot. Well, I do think foxes definitely fit that bill then. Because again, cat software, dog hardware. I'd be a platypus just to confuse people. Foxes are also super cute. I can definitely agree with that. Not speaking from personal experience or anything. My mascot is very cute. Their name is Chibi. They're currently pasted under Freya. Everyone tries to overwrite the fox for the cat. But Chibi is a tiny fox. Here, I'll do a quick showing of him. That's Chibi. He's chill. Oops, did I... There we go, okay. I might go for a snow fox to be unique, but I like the color red more, not that white is a color. That's true. I think you should go with whatever you like, because when it comes to reds are very versatile, between that like burnt orange red to a more vibrant red. Supposedly white foxes are the deity assistants of Inari, the fox god. I believe the fox god of harvest. They're supposedly his messengers, which I think is neat. And I definitely don't work for him. Foxes also just have a lot of fun folklore with them. Not that I'd be intimately familiar with that or anything. Ta-da! Look at how clean! That's satisfying. You know, it's funny that I'm currently in here playing this when our living room definitely needs a clean. And I'm just like, nah, power washing. I don't know, there's something infinitely more satisfying about video game cleaning compared to actual cleaning. Though I do clean more when I'm anxious. Or if it just gets to a point where it's too much. Speaking of cleaning, Spud, did you clean the stovetop so I can make curry? I was hoping to do that tonight. I do not know that phone number. I'd appreciate that. Oh, that was me calling. Dang it, table. How did you get my Google number? How's the Snauersnoshing going? Hello again. Welcome back, Kirkwood. Snauersnoshing going good. Look at the shiny cleanness of this house. So, I got a Google number, so that I could let my clients contact me if they needed to. And, ever since I've had that number, I keep getting called by pharmacies, and I have so many questions. Did I used to be like a dispensary, or why do pharmacies keep calling my number? Did I used to be the number of a doctor that like went on the run? Who had my number before me that it is almost entirely pharmacies calling me? Suspected spam, suspected spam. Okay. Your dog. Well, you were gone. Well, actually, no. I don't know if you were gone for the fact that I got raided, Kirkwood. I think you would either you just left or you were there for it. But I got my first raid today. That was fun. Somehow a lot of them are still here. I'm wondering if they're asleep. If so, understandable. I don't know how you're falling asleep in my annoying arse voice, but you know. Just use the ladder, please. You are cleaning suboptimally. Got some gutters to clean. Ooh, tikka masala pasta for dinner. That sounds yummy. I need to decide what I'm gonna eat for dinner. I didn't eat lunch. I just forgot about it. After I had to go make a run for it because the tornado sirens were going off and immediate warning in the area type thing. After that, my adrenaline was pumping because I had to freaking grab the cat and run to the basement, so... I didn't feel very hungry after that. It's amazing what fight or flight will do. Speaking of curry, I had yogurt with frozen strawberries and bananas that I put in the microwave for 80 minutes and then died and reincarnated and then ate it. Wonderful. Did it taste good? Also, that is some burnt arse yogurt. I didn't know you could burn yogurt, but... I guess thinking about it logically, yeah, you definitely could. No, it was repulsive. Really reached Nirvana with that one. Truly a way to ascend. Then again, I do know of a few people that eat bad food for fun. Like, not even just unique food, just straight up bad food. Why? That's a great question. I may be a mental health specialist, but even I can't understand everything about some people. How can that be fun? That's a great question again. No idea. Maybe they're a masochist and they're into it? When we asked our wisest elders the true way to ascend, they said microwave yogurt. Truly, it'd send you someplace. Cut through all of your sins and punishments of hell to reach nirvana before that. You just bypass the 8 rings of hell by eating microwave yogurt. 9 rings of hell. However many levels of hell there are. You are too mentally effed up for me to help you. Beautiful. It's not that you're too mentally messed up for me to help you. I just don't understand why you would do that, is more my way of approaching it. But look, man, if it's not hurting you and you're doing what you enjoy, go for it. I'm not one to tell you how to live your life as long as you're not bothering anyone else. I just realized I spelled yogurt the German way, damn it. And I just realized I didn't notice that at all until you pointed it out. It bothers me. My suboptimal cleaning? I sometimes mix up languages. Ah, I didn't know you were bilingual, Kurt. That's cool. Unless you meant that as in, like, just the UK versus Americanism terms. I had to sing in German once. It was an interesting experience. I just realized that there was a German word for yogurt that sounds like English. Does it mean the same thing? You're bilingual, I speak a bit of other shoot. That's cool. I one day wish to learn to speak Japanese. One day. There's a fun game someone made, though, called, like, I think it's Sashingo. Learn Japanese, where you go around and you take pictures of things, and then you get, like, little flashcards of what the different words mean. I can sweet English. Yogurt also means yogurt. Okay, cool. It'd be confusing if it was something else. Luckily, English is a Germanic language, so a lot of the stuff lines up. I do have to wonder, though, if that weird, like, Tumblr fact that you see on the internet is actually true about the word for birth control in German. I remember it being goofy. To which, I have to say, German is a blunt language. It really does get to the point. By the way, my fingers are doing their own thing right now, so stuff might not come out right. That's fine, table. Do not punish your fringos, too bad. Anti-baby pillin'. Oh my god, it actually is. That's so good. That's so funny. As I said, blunt language, at least they get to the point. So I remember, like, back in middle school or high school, they used to say that the word for bathroom in Germany was poop and fartin'. Of course, growing up, you realize, nah, that ain't it, but anti-baby pillin' is just such a coded to that answer. German is a language that likes to make understandable compound words. The autistic language. Indeed, indeed. It's blunt, it's to the point. I like that. Meanwhile, we have like 5,000 words for the sensation of feeling nice. And we had to tell people to do creative writing and use creative words. Meanwhile, my poor English learning students are just like, why adjectives? Because their language is just to the point. Although half the time one doesn't even realize a word is compound. That's true. The only reason I tend to recognize them is because of the sole reason that I, tutor English. Why say hospital when crank and house exist? What's the word for turtle? Oh, tortilla. Oh, wait, no, that's just... Never mind. That was table. Tortilla IDK. You know... In Austria, we call the hospital Spital. That's amazing. We don't need no Haas here. We ain't living there. I love it! Shichel Crote? I always forget how to pronounce the O. Croate? Crote? Crut. Shield crut. Shield crut? I apologize to everyone who speaks German in advance. I can sing one song in German, and only part of it because I don't remember all the words, and it was because I had to do that for a competition. As eh. Sichel Crot. Crot. To be fair, enyes are also weird in Spanish. Or. I can say that I'm very good at mimicking sounds I hear. If I haven't heard someone else say it, I am less likely to be able to do a good job. Doesn't mean I don't try, just that my attempt might be offensive. This one looks like Texas. Yee. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Draw a penis on Texas? Oh no, I already killed Texas. And no, I'm not Texas? You mean stupid? Good old SpongeBob. No, I'm not from Texas. I'm from where ye call the Midwest. Nope, not Boston either. I'm from ye old Midwest. So one of those boring states that have tornadoes all the time. Though Texas did just get hit by a pretty big one. I also love SpongeBob. At least, I like the old SpongeBob. I don't know about new SpongeBob very much. I haven't seen much of it. Oh, Colorado? Haha, no. Does Colorado fall in the Midwest? Oh no, she's from Des Moines, Iowa. I sometimes forget, like, I remember that there was the whole bit that Ohio wasn't real. And everyone's like, oh yeah, Ohio's real and unicorns exist. That was a silly bit. That was a good bit. Oh, California? That isn't even close to the middle of the West. Midwest, middle of the West. No, that's... California is West Coast. That's the coastal. There is storms there all the time, though. I don't know the anatomy of the U.S. That's fair. Blood thought Cali was Midwest. It has enough natural disasters to feel like it. Florida? Closer to the middle. Think of landlocked. No ocean. Like, if you just threw a friggin' dart at the middle of the United States map, that area. That is not the middle of the US map. Tennessee's much closer. But I'll tell you, chat, you're the only 10 I see. I'm not apologizing. You know I'd make that joke. You know me too well, Kirk. Get out of my head. Or at least let me borrow the brain cell this week. I need it to finish college. Illinois, Lincoln State. I'm close to all of those, but you guys still haven't named the state. Why? Because no one cares about the state. We are known for being in the middle of everything and not much else. And dangerous cities. Brain cell, I only got half of one. Who got the other half? Wait, Michigan? Nope. Even less impressive than Michigan. Also some of the lowest pay for mental health care workers. There's your hint. Lowest pay for mental health care workers. Some of the lowest. Which is why, whenever I finish my provisional license and get fully licensed, I want to move out of this state. Allergies, tornadoes, and low pay for mental health professionals. All things that my state is well known for. Why does anyone live here? Great question. I'll be honest. I don't know why either. Fucking, I'm guessing Alaska. What does my Spud do? He potatoes. No, I'm kidding. Spud, specializes in IT. Currently looking for a job in the awful job market that is the IT job market at the moment. Nope, he doesn't do AI specifically. That's who's taking his jobs, but that isn't his specialty. His is more software and servers. I also can't do IT. I just get excited whenever he gets excited about it. have a hard enough time setting up stream. And working with technology and softwares. Usually if I have a computer issue, I summon him. I do the potato ritual and summon the potato. But you know, the funny thing is, right before AI was even a thing, like a thing, is when he started his program in IT. And about halfway through, he was like, I'm gonna be screwed, aren't I? But at that point, he was already halfway through. Nope, not Indiana. Still more boring than that. I think your closest guess was Illinois. My voice cracked. More hydrate. I have my space heater on, so it's making the air kind of dry. Damn, Indiana was the one I thought least about. I mean, you're probably thinking about this one less than Indiana, which is entirely probably why you've forgotten about it, which is fair. We're definitely forgettable and don't have, like... We used to have a good reputation, but we don't anymore. You are right, Table. I live in misery. Somewhere in misery. Ugh. And let me tell you, the allergies here are miserable. But yeah, people that don't live in the Midwest, they're like, oh god, tornado siren, we're gonna die. And then you live in the Midwest and you're like, oh, there's the sirens again. Guess we should go to the basement. Though earlier there wasn't even a tornado watch before the warning hit, and that's why that one was so dysregulating for me. So I had to basically get dressed and everything else as quickly as humanly possible. And then trying to get the cat into the carrier was a mess. Oh wait, is Missouri that bad? I was trying to think of somewhere worse. Nah, Missouri's pretty bad. I've been here my whole life, I'm not a fan. It used to be a lot better. It's slowly gotten more and more crappy over time. I nearly said Oklahoma because of Tulsa. Oh, that's valid. They do have doomsday survivalist conventions in Oklahoma, though. That's fun. But yeah, I'm hoping to move to a state that, or even a country that pays mental health care workers a little better. One day. I knew it. May is a doomsday prepper. No. But I do admire their dedication to their practice. It's like a religion. The one thing that seems annoying with full fursuiting convention is going to the bathroom. Oh, with a full fursuiting convention is going to the bathroom. Yeah, a lot of people build escapes, that or they build the legs separate from the top in order to prevent that from being an issue, with the top of the suit overlapping the bottom of it. I will say, the body odor people could prepare for that better. Well, as someone who just moved country myself, get ready for a lot of paperwork. But I already do a lot of paperwork. Not as much as a social worker, but enough that it's annoying. I will say, though, moving countries overall would probably be less paperwork, because have you had to deal with insurance? United States insurance is a mess. I hate our health insurance. Like, if I had the ideal country live it... Huh. Probably be, like... Sweden. Wee. Good times. I don't even want to think about U.S. insurance. Don't let it take your brain space. I do, however, have one really good video I suggest on it, just because it's funny. Where did all my other tabs go? Did it just, like, close out of all my other tabs? That's not very nice of it. I kind of needed those. Oh, maybe that's because I... No, they just decided to close out of everything. Why did it crash? That's really annoying. I would like my bookmarks back, please. Oh, found it. Okay, cool. Sorry, I was restoring tabs. I'll leave those later. There we go. I always find bookmarks annoying, but that's only when the browser crashes on me. I usually try to keep all of my tabs in one place and just keep it that way, but... Look at how pretty it looks. Not done yet, but it's 99% cleaned. Where's that last bit? Fences on the porch, okay. Oh, this is the one that needs more cleaning. There we go. Here, I'll find the video, though, that I was telling you about. It's dumb and I love it. Now that my distraction is gone. Apologies. As you can see, live example of ADHD on stream. There it is. It's called A Terrible Guide to Terrible Terminology of the U.S. Health Insurance. And for those who are... You wanna know what it's like to run a power washing company in IRL? There's actually a YouTuber that did a video on it, called RT Games, where they invited him out to do some power washing Apparently it was super fun. Though, if you're doing it all the time, I could see it getting tiring. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Hey Spud, if you're listening, can you feed the cat? Yeah. I'm asking him to feed you. Cha-ching! Hell yeah, it's really good. For those who don't live in America, take this as a cautionary tale. They want to privatize healthcare. You can't let them do that. You can't. So I have my door closed enough that it's not fully closed, but it's closed enough. She can get in and out by going under my dresser. She's just yelling at me to open the door because she chooses not to. Did you gain too much weight and now it's hard for you to get under there? Is that what's going on? She looks offended. The feline requires sustenance. Indeed. Why are you sniffing my laundry, you weirdo? I'd straight up drop dead if I was ever forced to use privatized healthcare. No, that's fair. I felt like I was going to. The only reason I'm not is because, someone is willing to help me pay for said healthcare. It's a mess, though. Apparently, they charge you less if you don't use insurance, which I would love to experiment with, but also I can't afford the consequences if that's not true. There she goes. Yeah. She is now in my laundry bag. In the laundry bag, what will they think of next? The thing is, I don't think there's a single thought in her head. She's trying to use my leg as a scratching post, though. That wasn't very fun. Oh, there it goes. Cool. Okay, that one's done. There we go. Post. Porch post. It's not the post we're looking for. That's a gutter. Still the door frame. Where's the other post? Oh, are these the posts? Yeah, it's the post. Okay. Post clean. Wee. Ugh. Yawn. What do you mean there's still more posts to do? Oh, this post. No, not that post. This post? You use power washers for work, but not often? That sounds fun. Oh, this is one of them. Okay. There we go. Post clean. And porch fence. They work good against moss. I believe it. They probably work good against human flesh, too. That's why they tell you to always be careful with them. Oh, that one's gross. Okay, I can see where the issue is here. There we go. I did it. It wouldn't take long before you're just a skeleton if they use that on you. The bungalow looks amazing, Doc. Thank you. You won't believe the impact it's had. Mom's down in the woods picking flowers, and Pops is muttering excitedly about another job he's got for you. So if you hear from a Leonard Miller, that'd be him. So I've been called the Dirt Diver, and now Doc. Do I have a doctorate? No. I'm almost getting my master's. Cards on the table. We live in an old house at Esther Dieth, and the eccentric actress who played the Wicked Witch in that classic movie managed to seriously in National Park. We all know the rumors surrounding the place, but we also know we've picked up an absolute bargain. We don't mind if the furniture moves around a little. That's just next level feng shui, but the grubby exterior is really getting to us, and all the other power washers in town are too scared to set foot in our yard. It'd be great if you could help us. Ah, so this place is haunted. I do like them saying that they don't care if the furniture moves a little because that's next level feng shui. That's funny. Yeah, that is funny, Freya. Why are you yelling at my bathroom door? There's no one in there. Lately, she's taken to screaming at my bathroom door. Next level feng shui is something else. I agree. What is this? Might notice some super weird, creepy sign on the outside of the house. It's nothing to worry about, smiley face. Why do I get the feeling that might be something to worry about? I might actually need soap for this one. I'm sure it's fine. Yeah. There we go. Multi-purpose cleaner. Okay. Need something a little more corrosive. Still there. Much better. There's a handprint on the door. Spooky. Oh, there's the cat. Cat prints. That looks like blood. Is there a creepy sign on the front of the house? Handprint on the door. I'm sure it's nothing suspicious at all. Nothing strange or supernatural going on here. I do not know what these symbols mean. But I will destroy and clean them off. Unless it's like leading me to a dead body. If with me, if you ever found blood on the floor where I live, just assume it was a nosebleed. Well, my first assumption isn't murder. What are these mysterious symbols and what could they mean? I'm sure someone's already done a lore video on that. The weather has been kind of lending to nosebleeds. It does not want to take this off. There we go. Takes a little bit more pressure for the pressure washer. I reject your creepy... I come back and I see a dick. I just wasn't gonna say anything and see if anyone called me out. Welcome back, Spooter Slime. I was just gonna leave that there and not say anything. Ah, yes, only the most mature, normal girl right here. Definitely, definitely, definitely. Very mature professional. Look, guys, I'm just teaching you how to not take things so seriously. It's good for your mental health. I'm just teaching you a tradition as old as the ancient Greeks of drawing peni on things. It is the rite of passage for humans. Ah, yes, Freya agrees. Isn't that right? Where are you? Are you screaming at the bathroom door again? Why? Why are you screaming at the bathroom door? I'll take things seriously if I want. I don't have to take anything serious. I would scream too. But why? There's no one in there. Freya, come here. Come say hi. I'm sorry I traumatized you earlier during the tornado sirens. I'm sorry I had to stuff you in the carrier. It was the only way to get you to the basement. Hey, Freya. Hey, baby. And there's my little girl. Oh, and she's down. But what about the toilet I want to be your cat. Meow. I mean, what? But what about the toilet monster? There's no toilet monster. She probably just wants a drink out of my toilet. Cats are weird like that. I don't blame you for wanting to be my cat. I spoil the hell out of her. Isn't that right, Freya? You know who'd spoil you. Hi. Get many yummy Treatos. My cats drink out of the toilet. I have to start shutting the damn door. Yeah, no, I don't let her into my bathroom because I don't trust her unless I'm in there. She does always have to inspect Miss My Cat, Mimi. Aw, I'm sorry for your loss. Really? I've never had a pet drink from the toilet before. Be grateful. Once they start, it's hard to get them to stop. Yeah. You're a miscreant. I'm sorry for your loss too, Kirkwood. I miss my initial dogs, plural, actually. They go so fast. But I've never regretted having one. I don't have enough points, but remember to take care of yourself. Are you talking about hydrating? No worries. I got you, fam. That one's for you, Spooter Slime. On the house. Oh god, you summoned him. There we go. Hi. Freya likes to play with empty water bottles. She also attacked my jug of Arizona tea yesterday. I don't know why she attacked it. I guess it's vaguely cat-shaped. But she did, in fact, decide to steals it. Steal it. I can speak today, really. What do you mean, meow? Stop screaming at the bathroom door. There's nothing in there. Stop it. Spud, did you feed her? The jug is vaguely cat-shaped? How? How do I explain it? Because you guys have bags of milk sometimes, and there's some places where there's bags of milk instead of boxes of milk. America is a strange, weird place. Open a window. Let me see if I can get this. Yes, Freya, I know you want something. Spud, please take care of the cat. So it's like a 1-gallon jug, and it kind of looks like a sitting cat. This is what it looks like. So you can see, kind of looks like a sitting cat. Hi! Yakon, welcome in. Thanks for stopping by. I get my milk in a glass bottle. Oh, that's nice. We mostly have them in plastic jugs. But, this is the one she decided to attack yesterday. She thought it would be funny. I guess it does kind of look like a sitting cat. I can't blame her. But... yeah. Anyway. Welcome in, Yucko XXXX. Thank you so much for coming in and stopping by and chatting. If you have any mental health related questions, feel free to put them in the chat and I will get to them. Otherwise, please enjoy me cleaning a haunted house. As my cat screams in the background. These are some stubborn spots. Mind if you join? Not at all. Getting your PC fixed this week? Good for you, Spooter Slime. Having a working PC helps a lot when it comes to things. I know I better get a huge level of comfort watching furry content. To each their own. Everyone has their own things they enjoy. I usually like watching Pokemon-related content. Are you talking about joining in the actual, game, Yeko? Code? Let's see. Crossplay? I'm glad, Spooter Slime, thank you. Let's see. Here you are. If you guys have this game and you want to join in, feel free. You got it down? Your internet died, what did you miss? Nothing much. Yeko asked if they could join in the game. I said sure. She broke her ankle. Yep, that definitely happened. And I definitely remember that happening. Okay. Keanu Gaming X. Welcome. Poor unfortunate soul. Feel bad on account of the US healthcare system. Valid. I'll just keep my broken ankle, thank you. I have some new chibi emotes that I've been working on Canva, of recoloring and doing some PNGs that I might be adding soon. I basically recolored a base Fox image that is free to use with Canvas Premium and have been editing it to match him. Oddly enough, never had a problem with the US healthcare system. Give it time. Yeah! Let's go. You went from drawing dicks to drawing plushies. Hey, what can I say? I'm multi-talented. I never had a broken bone, though, even though I was a wild kid. I only had a broken bone when the doctor broke my bone for surgery. I'll show you that, meow. Wait. And yes, I did smell it with one S to avoid being flagged. Ad break. Okay, thanks for letting me know. Uh-oh. Did it work? Hold on. Oh, it's saying there's an ad break coming up. Guys, don't redeem everything at once. Here. I didn't see the cat slapping me, so, there. Ow. This is painful. I've been slapped. Hold on. And now spam phone calls. This is the most painful, she says in the most calm up voices. Well, I don't want to scream in case there's any sleeping people watching. Why is it not registering me frowning? How do I... There. Okay. I see there is some art in progress. Beautiful. I approve. She will scream for 100 subs, to be clear. I don't think I've ever had 100 people watching me, but I am not above selling out. I'm liking the direction this is going. Aw, okay. You take care as well, Kirkwood. Get good sleep. I am being pressure washed. My skeleton is now detached from my skin. Right here, officer. Here's the evidence. As you can see, there are paw prints here. I like the starsuit. But yeah, I'm not above selling out for 100 subs. That's a lot of subs. But I'm not going to do it for the reason of I want you to, without any incentive. The thing I enjoy about being a small streamer right now, I mean, one day it would be cool if I got bigger, but the enjoyable thing is you can just let people in your games and put the code on screen and you're not going to end up with 5,000 people. Oh, look at that mold. I wonder if you could pressure wash patterns into, like, wood or something. That'd be a fun way of carving. Probably not very effective, but it'd be fun. We don't talk about that. That was a moment of poor judgment. But has Kibby been fed? Let's go. Bricks clean. Spud, why do you refuse to answer the question if the cat has been fed? It says Schrodinger's fed. Not Schrodinger's cat. Schrodinger's fed. The state of being fed and not fed at the same time. So what's this? Oh, don't worry about it. It's nothing important. Nothing important. Nothing important. Oh, don't worry about it. I was just practicing something that has been done since the ancient Greeks' time of graffiti. No need to worry about that. Nope. Perfectly normal. Nothing suspicious here. to eventually get it set up so that you guys can see chat, but like it's only half transparent. I've been having trouble figuring out how to do that. Maybe I should just make Spud do it. Because I kind of figured out how to do it with Stream Elements a while ago. But, eventually, I wasn't able to. What kind of gunk is this? Is this cyanobacteria? How the hell did they get cyanobacteria on here? Oh, a hidden message. What could it mean? It means I need more soap. I have found secrets, friend. Feel free to come to the back. I have found something under the grime. It appears to be a message. Though what, I don't know. Your internet kicked you? Oh no! Here. Just remember, 6999. Because 169 was not enough. You got it down? Yep, that's it. Welcome back in. Why is the bacteria green? But yeah, I found a weird thing. Look at this. Any last notes before I soap this? It's gone now. I feel like it's probably some sort of ARG they put on here. I'll have to take a look at that later, see if anyone's done a dive on that. Because I think Game Theory made 2 theories on this game, and I don't think either of them addressed the weird messages on the walls. I'm surprised my internet has been up this long, considering all the storms going on. Blech. They've been shut. Ah, little. I'm gonna turn the chattering down on the spiritcitylofi music. Anyone want to hear kitty purrs? I find that soothing. What have you found, friend? Lead the way. A ladder. You didn't see me miss that. Whee! Thank you. As a short person, you have no idea how much I appreciate this. I did it! Oh. Is there someone in there? Oh. Imagine there's just a hand sticking out of it. I think that's the wrong game. That'd be Viscera Cleanup Detail, which is another fun cleaning game. But a little more gory. Here. Chimby. So Spooter Slime, what happened to your PC, if you don't mind me asking, if you happen to still be around? Did it explode? Woo! The ghost. They're spooky. I believe Freya has finally been appeased. I believe the beast has been fed. And I hear a child screaming in the background. The joys of apartment living. Thank you for the help, Yucko. This is fun. It's nice having another person clean. Because you know what they say, 2 power washers are better than 1. I don't know who says that, but, I'm sure someone does. I'm so glad railroad physics don't apply to this game, because if I, like, just cleaned the gutters and then cleaned this would all run into the gutters. It's nice that we don't have to deal with that. We only have to clean it once. Which is why video game cleaning is always better than real cleaning. Or at least it's more satisfying, in my opinion. So you say this is your comfort game too? Shake no or yes. Oh no, I think I broke you. That or you're typing. You have to go in like 20 minutes? That's fine. I actually probably have to go in like 15, so you're all good. Thank you though for joining me, I appreciate it. This is your comfort game too? Yeah. I have been streaming for 3 hours. I had only planned for 2, but it's been so fun. And I don't want to waste the time with the 10 sleeping people that have joined. I always learned how to color by doing tiny little swirls to fill in. I wonder if it applies to pressure washing if tiny circles do it better too. After I get off stream, I'm probably gonna see what a speedrun for this game looks like. Feels like it'd be wild. Oh! Oh. That was an impressive child scream. I wonder if I'll see his face in any of the windows I've seen. Ooh, spooky. Why don't I see my reflection? Am I a vampire? Been splooshed. What's up, Freya? What's the kitty cat doing? Did Dad finally feed you? Are you happy? Oh, that's her. Thank you. What's up, Freya? Why are you screaming at the bathroom? There's no one in there. What? I'm arguing with my cat. Apologies, I don't know if you can hear her. She's being very talkative. Kitty has words. What do they mean? I don't know. I don't know if I should find out. They might be too scary for me to comprehend. Sometimes silence is nice. Soothing. Just the sounds of the pressure washer. But I wonder what the white stuff on the green stuff is. I think it's like fungus, salt. Mysterious white powder, flour. You finish it, my friend. Do the honors. Oh, bird poop. That makes sense. Oh, I didn't realize we needed to do the entire roof. I thought it was just one side and then the other. Oops. Well, back to it. Wee. Man, the birds were busy doing business on this house. Which tells me it's not haunted. Usually birds don't like haunted houses. Or is it? The soothing sounds of children screaming outside my window. Truly. Just kidding. I did not find that sound soothing. I suppose there are worse things. As I sat on the sofa just now, I heard a strange sigh-like sound. Spooky. You're the one who told me it was nothing to worry about, smiley face. Miss Aura Smith. That is your real name. That one kind of looks like Snoopy. Pew pew. Oh no, we're crossing streams. Wait, that might be a good thing. even more cleaning power. My cleaning method is a bit unorthodox, but we did it! Woo! Let's go! Yeah! Clean roof! Now for part 3. I wonder what color red this is. Oh, nice. This is a nice color red. Red heart. Blah. I must cleanse you. I am clean. Why is it called the fascia? That's like connective tissue in a person. Why did they... Why is the connective... Is that where that word came from? Did it come from houses, or did the house word come from the connective tissue of people? Do I even want to know the answer to that? House connective tissue. I'm just gonna give everyone a quick warning and heads up. I'm gonna probably stop streaming in about 7 minutes or so, because I am getting hungry, and a hangry May is never a fun May. Not to mention I kinda need to go to the restroom after how many of you made me drink water. You guys didn't abuse it this time though, which I do appreciate. Probably because Val wasn't here to lead the charge. I feel hydrated. Just put the pressure washer in my mouth. Do not do that at home. That was a joke. Do not put pressure washers in your mouth. You will no longer have a brain. Your brain will be cleaned right out of your skull. Aw, thanks for following. I appreciate that. So over this next week, this is a heads up, I'm gonna be streaming at some point every day, offering the option of AMA related to mental health. Because I'm getting hours for my graduate degree that need to be finished by the end of the week. But every day I'm going to be playing different cozy games. Sometimes I'll just play one, kind of like today, and some days I'll play multiple. Just kind of depends on what the vibes are. But I think cozy games and lo-fi music are good. Finish the house before you win. Oh no, we still have far too much of the house to do to finish it. We will leave it for next time. Give us all something to look forward to. A shiny house. But yeah, I'll hop up in about 5 minutes. I was about to say, when? How? That was quick. My second thought was, congratulations. Oh, spin double. It rotate. Very good. Interesting. Do you see this? A rare specimen of grass clipping into a stone wall. Come see. A visual marvel to be sure. A glitch. I'll water that wall grass. See? Wall grass. We gotta keep it watered. I will say, having a full bladder while playing Power Wash Simulator, a little challenging. Well, I'm gonna start getting my thank yous out of the way. Thank you to everyone who joined in on the stream today, everyone who chatted, everyone who just lurked. Thank you to Davey for my first ever raid. That was super exciting. And thank you to Yeko for hanging out and playing and power washing with me. Thank you to Spud for dealing with me every day. And yeah, thank you to Freya for existing, because you are cute and a cat. I appreciate everything you all have done, and just to remind you that this is going to be an ongoing thing. Right now it's about 5:20 p.m. CST. Tomorrow I will be streaming at 4 p.m. CST, I believe. And then after that, I will be... Let's see if I can find it. Yep, 4 p.m. tomorrow, 6 p.m. Wednesday, Thursday, I will be at 7 p.m., and Friday, I will be at 6 p.m. These are all CST. So, if you're able to stop by, feel free. If you're not, that's absolutely okay. I just appreciate you. Either way. Now then, I'm gonna go to the restroom and eat a food. So I hope y'all have a good one. Make sure you come with any pressing questions you have about brain health, or if you just want to enjoy a cozy game. Once again, oops, the stream has ended screen is, not doing okay. There we go. Thank you all for your time. I appreciate you. Bro, you live with her.